Just how do you fix high radon? Let's find out. In this short video, we're going to cover how radon gets into your home, the basic approach of radon mitigation, 3 different types of suction points in a radon mitigation system, an inside versus outside installation, what to expect with your installation, and how you can find out your radon level. So how does radon get into your home? Because the radon's a gas, it makes its way out of the soil into the air above. When it does that underneath your home, it makes its way into your home through cracks and crevices and sometimes through the water in your house. So how do we deal with that? What's the basic approach of radon mitigation? Well, fundamentally, in 99% of homes, we're going to do what's called active soil depressurization, which is the process of essentially creating suction on the below the lowest level of the house. That could be under the slab in the basement or under a crawl space membrane. And it pulls air out from those spaces and vents it out safely into the atmosphere where it will dissipate. And so to create that suction, there's really 3 different types of suction points. One type is a sub-slab suction point. For houses with no drain tile and sump pump systems, the suction is created directly on the material below the slab. And 1 or more 5-inch cores will be drilled through the floor of the basement, and a pit is dug at each suction point with the goal of getting 15 gallons of material removed. Then suction is created on those pits. Another type of suction point, as alluded to there, is a suction point on a sump system. And for homes with the sump pump and drain tile system installed, suction is created directly on that system, typically at the sump pit lid. And these systems are really very effective, as the drain tile around the perimeter of the home there provides a way for the suction to extend really well throughout the slab. So these systems perform very well. In a house where there's a crawl space, there's no slab to create suction underneath. So what's needed in that case is the crawl space is encapsulated or sealed up with a durable plastic membrane, and suction is then created underneath that membrane to capture any radon coming up through the dirt area of the crawl space. So a radon system can be installed on the outside of the home or concealed on the inside of the home. In some cases that's not possible, but often it's possible on the inside. And in the standard installation where the fan's on the outside of the house, the fan will be mounted there on the back or the side of the home, and the pipe will go up the side of the house to vent out over the roof line. And you've probably seen these. They don't all look as good as the way we install them, but they're all basically the same idea. Another option in some homes would be to find a way to do that vertical routing of pipe through the house, and the radon fan gets mounted in the attic with the pipe exiting through the roof. These systems are functionally the same. Really, they're just the inside installation hides the radon system largely, and it costs a little bit more money because there's the additional work of working in the attic and working on the roof. So what should you expect with radon mitigation? The standard radon mitigation installation will typically take most of a day. But if you have a more complex system with multiple suction points or crawl spaces to seal up, it may take multiple days to complete. So what should you expect for the cost? Well, in our area, standard radon system costs between $800 and $900 as a norm. And of course, if you have a more complex system with multiple suction points or crawl spaces, it could cost up to several times that amount. But in that case, every job is different, and you'll get a custom quote for that. And so how does it work? What's the process? Well, first you're going to have some kind of radon testing that shows you have high radon and the need for radon mitigation. Some of you watching this video will already have had that done. That could take 2 to 10 days depending on how you do it. Then once you've figured out you have high radon, you need to get mitigation. You're going to wait to get on the radon mitigation company's calendar, hopefully less than 2 weeks, sometimes within a week, hopefully within 2 weeks, get that done. Then that radon mitigation usually takes 1 day, but could take up to 4 days, typically a 1-day installation. Then we're going to wait at least, at least 1 day, but ideally 2 days for the radon to stabilize at its new level. So the second that you turn that radon system on, you're not at your new radon levels just yet. It takes a day or two to reach that new, what they call dynamic equilibrium. And lastly, we're going to perform a confirmation test to ensure that the mitigation system is meeting its performance guarantees. And so how would you find out your radon levels? So if you don't have your radon levels yet, you can get an affordable test kit from Amazon or the local hardware store for about $15. You could check with your local county extension office. They sometimes have them at a discount for around $10. You could request the same radon kit used by the Kansas Radon Program from us for only $5. And the reason we do that is because we really feel that everybody should find out what their radon levels are. And we're able to buy them in bulk and pass that savings on to you. And also, we figure if you have a good experience getting your radon levels and getting your testing done with us, that if you have high radon, you'll give us a chance to possibly fix that for you. Of course, there's no obligation that you would hire us to do that. And lastly, if you're in the middle of a real estate transaction or are in just a big hurry to get your radon test results, you could hire us or another local radon testing company to come out and give you a test with a continuous radon monitor. Those tests are good. You get your results a little faster. You get a little more information in the report, but you're also going to pay, 5 to 10 times as much for that test than you would from a kit. In most cases, the kit's a good option. So if you have any questions about radon, could be about radon in general, radon testing, radon mitigation, how to fix radon, or maybe you already have radon levels and you just want to talk to somebody about that, we'd be glad to answer your questions. If you already have radon results and you're looking for a mitigator, we'd love to give you a free quote. You can give us a call there at that number. You can visit that URL on our website or just click the link below this video, and we'll be glad to give you a free, no obligation radon quote. In some cases, we can do that over the phone. In other cases, we need to come out and see your house. But either way, we'd be glad to help you out. Thanks.